Championship football's back. And if that's anything to go by, it's definitely a step up from League One. But there you go. Still 45 games to go yet. Before I continue, I have noticed that I think it's around 40% of people in the analytics who watch aren't subscribed. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed to sound like Jam Sarni, hit that subscribe button. It would massively mean the world to me. I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers, which is quite some way away yet, but who knows? Maybe by the end of this, maybe by Christmas, we'll try and see if we can do it. Yeah, but on the whole, it's not a bad result. I said before the game, I said on Fans React that it's a must-not-lose game for me. I think it's vital to make sure you gain at least a point out of that game. Wasn't particularly impressed with one of the Coventry players trying to antagonise our supporters. Unless one of our fans was giving it to them all game, then I kind of get it, even though I still don't agree with it. But that's a me thing. I wish you'd just celebrate with your teammates and just get on with it instead of having to go at fans. But anyway, that's by the by. Coventry fully deserved their equaliser. First 30 minutes, I would go as far as say first 30, I felt Sunderland were excellent in terms of controlling the game, keeping it our tempo. We were content to let Coventry have the ball, but we broke on them and created a couple of decent chances. Obviously, the one from Jack Clark was a little bit scrappy, where the keeper misjudges it completely, and then Clark heads it into an empty net, basically. We had another chance down the right, where, and by the way, as someone who's criticised Gooch, and justifiably criticised him, I believe that he did a superb cross for the goal that we scored. But in general, after that we had another chance down the right hand side, where Jack Clark could have easily scored. If he just got a cleaner connection to it, it would have been 2-0. And I guess that's the fine margins that you have in the Championship, where in League One you probably get away with it a lot more, but in the Championship it's a step up. From there, Coventry obviously hit the bar. There was at least, which Patterson, if he did save it, did well to save it. There was at least two different occasions for me where Coventry had chances to score and break away and didn't take them fortuitously. But as the second half in particular wore on, Sunderland was starting to be forced a bit further back. And although it is annoying to concede late on when you've been leading for most of the game, at the same time, when we conceded the equaliser, I thought, right, just do not get beat. Just don't lose. I've always said I think Coventry are a decent side. They're an established Championship one. They finished in the top half last year, and I would not be surprised if they made a push to finish in the top 6 this season. So, don't think they'll finish there, but I wouldn't be surprised if they made a push for it. A couple of their fans were underestimating us, mind, I think, before the game. I do get from their perspective, you want to try and gain a win, but for me, I think you need to at least be not losing the game when you're at home. And at the end of the day, we're now in a league where, for me, as long as we comfortably stay above the relegation battle, which I still think we should be able to at the end of the season, I think that's a fair expectation, then we can afford to draw games. We just need to make sure we don't go too long before getting the first win. Like I said, though, before the game, just please remember, and I beg people to remember this, it's one game out of 46. For large parts, for parts of the game, we were competitive today, and it's going to take time for us to adapt to the Championship, I think, to an extent. But I still believe we have the squad. We have the manager, certainly, in Alex Neil, and I think we will get the players in the next few weeks. If we don't, then questions rightly have to be asked. But as for the first game, it was important not to lose it, and we end it with a point. Not bad at all. Move on to Bristol City, and how are the lads? Take care, like, comment, and subscribe if you wish to. Great to be back in the Championship. Hopefully it's a mainstay here and we're never in League One ever again. But take care, stay safe, and love you lots.